So, welcome to another SINoALICE video. The server integration merges have now been completed. Obviously there have been some bugs unfortunately coming around with it, but hopefully you all haven't been too affected and you're still able to play SINoALICE. There have been quite a few newsworthy updates, so that's why I'm making a video. Fortunately I've been quite busy at work though, and it's completely trained me, so this video is a little late, so I am sorry for that. First of all, jumping in, when you log in, you'll see that we're getting gear medals as well as Twilight Crystals. So that's 5 days of 60 Twilight Crystals, so 300 in total just for logging in. And then you'll see this banner detailing the server integration campaign, mentioning that we get up to 300 Twilight Crystals. So let's jump into that. First part is the guild recruitment campaign, so that's running from the 27th of January to the 1st of Feb, and basically what it is a chance to get 150 Twilight Crystals for free, of which 100 is from having 12 plus guild members, and a further 50 if they all log in within the first 3 days. Would be a bit difficult to get if you have an inactive member though, so hopefully all your guild members are active. And we should get those rewards on the 1st of Feb. Next we have server integration missions, which will last from the 27th of Jan to the 10th of Feb, and that will give you up to 300 Twilight Crystals along with other things like purification tickets as well as upgrade materials. Then the third part is just reiterating the login bonus, so that's your 300 Twilight Crystals. Finally, the fourth and final part of this campaign is the Coliseum SP, which is basically a one-day event. It was actually due for today, as you can see, so the 30th to the 31st, depending on what time zone you're in, but this has unfortunately been postponed. So I can jump into the details of the Coliseum SP. I wish there was a direct link, but here we are. So you can see, unfortunately, there's an update saying that it has now been postponed, but what it effectively is a really fun and I guess more unique way where everyone's going to have 1 million HP, 380 physical and magical attack, 330k defense, and nightmares will only take 5 seconds to use. Skill levels won't be unified though, so that along with gear and nightmare choice will basically differentiate guilds. Rewards for this would have been 150 Coliseum tickets and 50 Twilight Crystals. From my calculations though, that's 150 for the guild recruitment, 300 for the missions, 300 for the login bonus, and then only 50 here, which is 800 in total. So I'm not sure where they're quoting the 1000 Twilight Crystals from. Maybe there's more to come or something I've missed. Let me know in the comments below if you figured it out where I'm missing the 200 Twilight Crystals. We then have the Infinite Gears event. This is a single run event, which is pretty cool as it gives you 200k XP, which levels you up several times if you're a lower rank, along with giving you a few upgrade and evolution materials as well as a bit of gold. To get the key for this you need to clear the missions, but I've already cleared the mission, so I can't actually remember what the mission was and I'm not able to see. If you're going to rank up several times from the XP though, make sure you use up all your AP before to make full use of it, otherwise your AP will cap out at 3 times your max AP and that means some of it could be wasted. Moving on, we then have the end of the Dreary World co-op event. So this is your standard monthly co-op event, and this is running from the 27th of Jan to the 10th of Feb. As it's a 2-week event, there'll be more added to the medal exchange shop, and currently you can get 100 Twilight Crystals, but you'll be able to get another 100 in the second week of the event, and you can actually see this on the database too. There are 10 normal stages, 10 hard mode stages, and then 3 EX hard mode stages, so that's 23 stages in total. And you can see the difficulty goes up to 135, so most people should be able to clear it quite easily now. Thankfully I can clear EX3 on auto easily, so that'll be a somewhat easy mindless farm for me. From the 23 stages, that would be 23 times 5 Twilight Crystals, so 115 Twilight Crystals. added with the 200 from exchange. That means this event brings in 315 Twilight Crystals. Make sure you grab the changing of the guard weapon and max limit break it, because it does give you a nice 30% boost to your medals. From memory, I think there are 15 co-op missions for normal and hard each, so make sure to do some runs with guildies for those easy 500 medals each time. The event Nightmare is rather chunk though and has the same skill as Tricky Wisp. So it's enchanted armor, which is much more inferior to blessed armor, so I would not recommend spending medals on this Nightmare at all. And finally, the featured character for this event is Red Riding Hood, which is a shame for me because I don't have Red Riding Hood Paladin, so I'm having to just use half Nightmare Alice instead for a 35% boost as opposed to getting 60 or 70%. Moving on, we have a new Grimoire featuring Gunner Red, so it's Echoes of Twilight. All 4 weapons are featured equally with a 0.666% rate, but honestly, although they're all 18 cost, they are all average at best. So if we start off with the bow, it's somewhat unique and similar to the shuffle with 1.5 times effect when losing, and obviously you get the class 2, but 2229 magic attack and no DC makes it average at best. The sword is somewhat of a similar story, 2272 physical attack, meaning it's also average, and the level 3 skill and no DC doesn't make it any better either. Moving on to the instrument, again average, only physical defense for 1.5 targets and no support boon. And then the staff, only 1.5 targets again, no recovery support, so unfortunately it's quite average. If you do roll for any of these weapons though, you can see that you do get an additional 40 to 60% boost for farming the Guild Medal event. So if you do want to go all out on that, at least the weapons are not completely wasted. And finally we have a new Conquest event with Surtr. Here Cinderella is the featured character, but Surtr's skill is very meh as it only increases physical defense. I've not really bothered to spend time myself in trying it, but I believe the general idea is to debuff its physical attack going in, so maybe cast a Nightmare or bring a Surtr, and then use water magic attack because it resists physical attack. Well, I don't want to ramble on for too long for this video, so I'll wrap it up there. Hopefully you're all still enjoying SINoALICE and you're not experiencing too many issues from the server merge. Well, thanks again. As always, leave a like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more SINoALICE content. Bye for now.